Kim Kardashian's been showing signs of being worried and stressed for a while now. The next season of the Kardashians is expected to be a very explosive one that'll reveal secrets about Kim Kardashian and Kanye's split and shed light on the famous fight between Kim and Kourtney. The next episode will air on October 16th. The reality TV star has had a rough few months, and in the next season, she talks about how her ex-husband's actions have affected her health and how she feels about it. Kim Kardashian says in the first episode of The Kardashians, which is now on Disney+, that dealing with Kanye has caused her so much stress that it caused an attack of her psoriasis. Stress and worry are often what cause psoriasis to flare up. In one scene, Kris tells Kim to be careful with her psoriasis, which at that point had spread to both of her legs. Kim replied, "Tell the father of my children to stop acting up and I won't have to worry about it and I won't get psoriasis. I had a bout of worry that went on for the whole morning. Throughout the day, I felt like I couldn't even take a breath." Kanye spent most of the last year saying bad things about his ex-wife in interviews, on social media, and in his songs, while Kim has kept quiet. Kanye West recently got married to his longtime girlfriend, Bianca Censori, who used to work for Yeezy. Even though he often loses his temper and says hurtful things, Kim has kept her cool and treated the man who's the father of her children with respect, at least in public. While talking to the camera, Kim said that Kanye's presence has made things pretty hard at home. "There's been a lot going on with Kanye right now," she said. "Even though Kanye says crazy things about us, I don't give my view. I never post. I can't do anything but stay quiet and watch at all times." At the time, Kanye started sharing screenshots of their conversations online, and Kim said she can't text her ex without worrying that their conversation will be made public. Kanye talks about Kim's sex video issue whenever he can, but Kim doesn't seem to care at all. "I think at this point, I just assume that everything I text Kanye is going to be put on the internet," she told him. "Even the tiny things like how he treats me badly because of my tape and how he talks about it everywhere in town and in the media. Thank you for drawing everyone's attention to this again. All of his shenanigans, I don't even know what the F to call it, are going to hurt my kids more than my tape ever will." Kim has always had a strong will and a mental armor that can't be broken, mostly to protect her children. She said before that she doesn't fight back at Kanye because she knows her kids will see and hear about the drama someday, and she wants them to have a good relationship with both of her parents. Kim couldn't take it anymore and started crying as she said, "I have to sit there and never say anything because I know that one day my kids will appreciate that. When I get in the car, whatever's going on may be going on, but the kids want to play their dad's music really loud, and I'm thinking to myself, he's the best, yeah. And I put it on, and we sing along, but I feel like I'm gonna die on the inside. I promised them that I'll always be his biggest fan, and one day they'll see for themselves how much I support him. I'll answer in whatever way they tell me to. The person who was supposed to look out for me and who keeps saying in interviews that they'll protect me until the end of time is the one who hurts me the most." After she broke up with the Chicago rapper, the Keeping Up with the Kardashian star talked about all the things she looked for in a new partner. It's clear that her love life is going in a different way. In a brand new episode of Keeping Up with the Kardashians that aired on Hulu on Thursday, Kim, who's 42 years old, talked about her manifest list, which includes everything she wants in her next love partner. The list was long, and the first thing on it was, number 1, protect me. Second, I want you to fight for me. Number 3, good cleanliness. I mean, that should go without saying, right? Still, I think it would be better if I took that out. Number 4, calm. Number 5, no mom or dad problems. 6, patient. 7, being nice to me, being happy for me, being successful, and having nice teeth. She went on to say, spontaneous, fun. My friends and family love him. He can be a role model for my kids, especially my boys, and he doesn't have a lot of baggage. I've had enough of this, adding that she was done with it. Someone who's taller than me, athletic, and likes to work out, driven, independent, and not clingy, and with good taste. Then, in a candid tone, she said, no baldness. But I'm not sure if that's true. If I'm also in love, I'll rub your bald head and we'll talk about our perfection lists, but only if we're both in love. Kanye West, who's now 46 and has always kept his head closely shaved, lost all of his hair in April. Her words about hair seem to have been a subtle dig at her ex-husband, with whom she's been having trouble raising their kids. Getting in the game. Since she broke up with Kanye, Kim has only been tied romantically to one other person, Pete Pete Davidson. But after only a few months together, they chose to end their relationship. Since then, Kim's fans have been eagerly waiting to hear about her next boyfriend. Even though she hasn't said much about her possible love interests, her fans are still excited to hear about them. In past episodes of the Kardashians, Kim Kardashian has hinted that she's been getting close to a guy no one knows. She didn't say who he was or give any hints about him. Instead, she called him Fred, which wasn't his real name. Kim told Scott Disick, who used to date Kim's sister Kourtney, about her new chance at love. At some point in the conversation, Cher and her ex-boyfriend Alexander A.E. Edwards came up. The couple broke up in May after putting off their wedding because they were having problems. During the event, both Kim and Scott brought up the fact that they were 40 years apart in age. The businessman who used to be married to Kourtney said that Cher, who is 76, either feels secure or has the lights off in the bedroom. Kim made a joke in answer and said, "I pretty much have the lights off now." In a confessional, the show's makers asked her, "So you're a lights-off kind of girl?" The future lawyer answered as follows, "Kind of, you're right, that does seem odd, but then I can leave a picture where there are like 100 people working and leave in a thong. But if you're with me, it's like turn off the lights." High standards. On an episode of Keeping Up with the Kardashians, Kim didn't say a lot about her new boyfriend, but she did give some details. During the show, she told Scott, who's 40 years old, the following, "My friends wanted me to meet someone." The man who's the father of Kourtney's child said, "Let's call this guy Fred. Does he pass the test?" Kim laughed as she threw her bleached blonde hair over her shoulder and rolled her eyes. Her answer was, "Oh, he definitely lives up to the expectations." The video then cut to a scene where Kim, the founder of Skims, was getting her makeup done while texting someone on her phone. A producer who couldn't be seen by the crowd said, "Is that Fred?" Kim kept looking at her phone, but in the end, she said, "Yes." The director then made a remark by saying, "2 years my ass," which suggested Kim had promised to be single for 2 years before she met her unnamed partner. Thanks for watching this video.